Time for the 49ers Rush Podcast.
You want to talk about a unique journey to being, well, just in the NFL, but for the 49ers, being on this roster. Derrick Canteen comes in number 88 on our list. We had to bump, we had to move some stuff around after the last roster moves. He had votes of 88, 86, 86, 83 out of all four of our rankings. Shout out to Zach, Ben, and Joss, our executive producers of this series. But not only is he an undrafted free agent rookie, priority free agent, but he didn't even get signed on the initial undrafted free agents. He had to come in for a rookie tryout at their rookie camp, impressed so much that he got brought onto the 53-man roster. Nobody else has had this type of impact in that same situation that's on this 90-man. To win a rookie tryout, not even a priority free agent. So the 49ers like him. Let's get to know him. A crazy journey, not even just, not making it, not getting drafted, not being a priority free agent, has come in for a rookie, but not one or two, three colleges, transfers. This is the new norm for guys trying to find a way into the league. So Derrick Canteen comes in number 88 on our 2025 49ers roster countdown, 5'11", 197. The 49ers have a type at defensive back. It's as close to 6 foot, 200 pounds as you can get. And 5'11", 197 is pretty dang close. 24 years old. He had a 4.54 40-yard dash, which is right on that cusp of the threshold of being a corner. Now, the good thing that Derrick Canteen has going for him is just versatility. He can play free safety, he can play box safety, he can play nickel, he can play outside corner. So all five defensive back spots, plus a dime, if you want to throw that in there too, he can do it all. His 3-cone was 7 flat, so change of direction's great. 30-inch vertical, like that to be a little bit better. 9.9 broad, like that to be a little bit better. 17 bench press reps, solid. So upper body strength, physicality, check, check, check. He's from Evans, Georgia. He went to Evans High School. From there, stayed in Georgia, committed to Georgia Southern, which the 49ers, Jarek McKinney, Matt Breida, both from Georgia Southern as well. Transfers to Virginia Tech, the Hokies, in 2023, then played in Cincinnati last year. So, Georgia Southern 3 years, 1 year VT, 1 year Cincinnati. He's got experience. This is a, 54 games played kid with experience in versatility and not one, not two, but 3 defensive schemes, playing multiple positions. Smart, on-a-roll kid. He was the Defensive Player of the Year in high school for his county, regional state title as a junior, transferred a lot, has 6 years. So he's already 24 years old as a rookie. This dude, you're going in. It's just different times. Some years you have 20-year-old rookies. Some years you have 24, 25-year-old rookies. He's in that camp. So the experience, that's something that just plays so well for him. Over 2,000 plus, snaps played. He was listed as a safety, but I think you fell him at corner, then go to safety. Special teams is where this kid would make the roster if he does, but it's an uphill battle. And let's just be very frank. Derrick Canteen has already overcome insurmountable odds to get to where he is. He is still a ways away if he wants to contribute on this team, but man, who's going to stop this momentum at this point? He was a team captain at Cincinnati in 2024, first team All-Sun belt twice, freshman All-American in 2020 with Georgia Southern. He led all of the FBS with 6 interceptions, and so it was like, whoa, what's going to happen here? Well, he finished his career with only 9 interceptions. So you go from 6 picks your very first rookie, freshman year, you only accumulate 3 more interceptions over the next 5 seasons. That's something that is there. He did do a dual enrollment at the Georgia Military College for 3 years, so you kind of have to check off the, discipline and all that stuff. He's going to fulfill that going through that school. Wasn't one of the players we ranked over 340 players. He wasn't on our list. He wasn't even on my watch list. Wasn't on many consensus big boards. But got invited to rookie camp by the 49ers and impressed them so much, they waived safety Quindell Jackson to make room for him. So this was somebody that they were like, we need to get this guy here. They liked him that much. In anything that fortifies the idea of a meritocracy, like imagine you're a safety bubble roster player, and then you look over and like, wait, they just signed another safety from a rookie tryout? Like, okay, all right, what's this kid got? Like, he's got to have something to him. I think nickel's probably where I like him most. And, just adding a little texture to kind of who he is. He launched a real estate podcast, Derrick Canteen did, while at Virginia Tech with his NIL money. So talk about somebody that's got a big, broad picture for what's going on there. I love it. He talked on the podcast, I listened to it. Just the goal is creating generational wealth. Well, the easiest way to do that for you, Derrick, find a way onto this 53-man roster or practice squad and just wait for your opportunity and seize that moment. Now, my film breakdown of him, versatility and coverage. That's just, he could play all 5 spots. That allows him safety room, corner room, nickel room, special teams where you got to do it. But he's got multiple strikes where, look, okay, you're not an outside guy. You're not fast enough. All right, well, nickel, okay, can you fit there? The body type says yes. But, you look at 5'11", 197, he's the exact same build as, Marquis Siegel, who they drafted this year. So just versatility. Speed isn't great. Hips are. That's his best asset that I saw, just flipping the hips. The 7-second 3-cone, I wish he would have been invited to Indy because I would guess it'd probably be more like a 6'8" something, but the hand time is what it is at pro days. 9 interceptions in his career, like that. Off-man coverage, I think that's kind of a big deal too, right? So, like, you're talking about somebody that can play off ball. Can he transition and be more of a press physical corner? Again, more of this just screams nickel to me. Nickel. But transitions are quick, very, very twitchy, no problems in run support, and gets after it. I just think nickel's kind of his best spot. Now, his college career, 54 games played, 204 tackles. That's huge. 8 tackle for losses, 1 sack, 9 picks, 32 pass breakups. So ball production's there. What happened for the last 5 years only having 3 picks? That's interesting to me. 3 forced fumbles in his career. He did have a torn pec in 2021, missed most of that season, but came back and you have 22, 23, 24. So you have 3 consecutive years of production after the injury. So that's kind of as healthy as you're going to get being a 24-year-old going into the NFL. Now, he signed on May 5th, right? So this is weeks after the draft, a 3-year, $2.9 million deal, right? That's the undrafted free agent kind of structure, the minimum there, no guarantees. But you got him under contract for 3 years. Can he find a way to hang around? That's going to be the question. So odds are, man, probably not going to be around for long and might be one of these back end of the roster guys that kind of churns. But they saw him, they liked him, they got him in-house over a vet. Can he find a way just to hold on? That's the question. Probably best case is to not make the 53-man roster, find a way onto that practice squad, one of those 16. And then who knows? Injury happens, you get elevated. That Emmanuel Mosley kind of, track record, that's what this guy's looking for. Now, you look at his stats, 77.6 overall, PFF grade, 64.7 run defense grade, not bad, 81 coverage grade. So you're getting him because of the versatility, you're getting him because of the experience, you're getting him because of the coverage. Can he transition to a safety, to a nickel? Can he find a spot on special teams? That's what we got to say. And, one of the other undrafted free agents or priority free agents, Jacob Robinson, these two are in direct competition with each other. There's no way the 49ers are going to find a way to keep both. I hope that they do. But you have these 2 young, promising, versatile nickel safety guys. Jacob Robinson versus Derrick Canteen. I don't think there's room for both. But, man, competition, what does it bring out in you? Brings out the best. Who's going to win it? Who wants it more? Who's the hungriest? That's what we're going to see. And for us on the 49ers Rush, we're just going to keep counting them down.